Good morning. We are in Thousand Springs State Park in Idaho. We spent the day in Twin Falls yesterday and camped at Thousand Springs Resort. We actually camped in our car, which is why we chose to stay here. It's right along the river. It's actually really pretty. We can see various waterfalls from our campsite, which is super cool. There is another campsite called Miracle Springs and Banbury Springs. They are actually a little bit cheaper at $15 a night. It was $30 a night here. At Banbury, you can rent kayaks, and actually from here at Thousand Springs, you can launch a kayak or a boat or jet ski. We don't have any of those things, and you can't rent from Miracle or Banbury Springs on a Sunday since they're closed, so we are going to Blue Heart Kayaking. And actually, this place seems the absolute closest to the springs. The only way to get to the springs is by kayak, so don't have a choice. We are not huge fans of kayaking. We are kind of bad at it and have had some bad experiences in the past, but we're hopeful for today. I feel like I say that every time. So we will let you know how difficult it is, if we think, it's worth it, all of that information.
I just wanna be your Superman. Come fly with me, just take my hand. And now that we are cruising in mid-flight, you better watch out for that kryptonite. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. Just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. We're dancing.
Kayaking was super cool. We had a great time. It took us actually about 30 minutes to kayak there. We got a little lost. We took a turn. It looks like when you're going straight that you should go to the right. We actually need to go past a little, almost to like right before you have to turn, and then you'll go right into the cove, into the spring there. The water is super blue. It is freezing, but I still swam because I just had to. It was so pretty. And it actually took us about 30 minutes to get back too, but we were trying to go fast because we knew we were short on time. I would definitely recommend getting there early. We got there at 9 a.m., left from the kayaking place. When we were leaving, there was so many people. Boards, because you can bring your own paddle boards or kayak as well and launch from there and just pay a small fee. Definitely want to get there early in the morning. Now we are at Ritter Island. Ritter Island, that we can actually see it from our campsite. It is another part of Thousand Springs State Park, and it is open from Memorial Day to Labor Day, which we are actually here Labor Day weekend, so catching the tail end of it being open. And the island is open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There is a little park outside that does look to be open until 10 p.m. The water here also looks super clear, really pretty. We're excited to walk around. We are going to take a self-guided tour of the barn that belonged to Minnie Miller, who had the finest herd of Guernsey cattle in, I guess, the world. So we're going to take a self-guided tour of the barn and then walk to the Minnie Miller Springs, which are the largest springs of the entire Thousand Springs State Park area. And it's a 0.3 mile walk to the springs. If you wanted to walk all the way around the island, it is 1.4 miles. I'm obsessed with this place. There are just waterfalls sprouting out of the canyon walls here. The falls that we can see from our campsite really well, and that you can see as you drive down to the island, is Lemon Falls. The water here, it goes underground at Craters of the Moon National Park, which is about 100 miles away, and then it travels over here and before it comes out of the canyon walls. And it says that it can take up to around 200 years. I have no idea how they measure how long it takes water to get here, but that's what it says. So it's just this incredible water that has possibly been traveling for 200 years to sprout out of the canyon walls. Ritter Island was super fun. We toured the barn, which is really interesting. Just there's some signs to read. It doesn't take very long at all. And then we hiked to the mini Miller Spring Falls that are super pretty. We were the only people there for a little bit, which was really nice. There was a picnic table. We ate our lunch there. So really had a good time. And then back at the park, we got in the water and swam, which was super fun. It's a really nice way to cool off. And then as it gets to be the hottest part of the day, we are here at our last stop, the Thousand Springs Visitor Center, but also is the Hagerman Fossil Beds National Monument Visitor Center. This is the only place in the National Monument to see fossils. It's a really new building. It's like 4 months old, so the bathrooms are really nice. The exhibits are really nice. It's very small though. Like I don't even think we spent 30 minutes here. So it is a quick little stop, but it's a nice place to like refill your water bottles, take a bathroom break, and enjoy the AC. The monument is most well known for the Hagerman horse, so it's a horse fossils that they found in this area. The area used to be this giant lake, and there were all kinds of animals that either you could find now, like beavers and otters, and then also mastodons and saber-toothed cats, and these horses as well that are now, now we have horses, modern horses. These were older, some of the first ancestors of horses. So a really fun stop, definitely worth it to check it out. You can also do a scenic drive or do some hikes, but it's so hot. We're gonna call it a day and head back to the campsite to relax. We've had a really great time in our first day in Thousand Springs National Park. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we'll be posting about our second day tomorrow, where we are going to, of course, see some more springs.